What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the SH Figuarts Ultraman Ginga. Alright, my Zillions. Right off the bat, I want to say that Ginga has not been one of my favorite of the recent Ultramans. Ultrazilla Jr. does watch it more than me. Like, he watches it a lot, actually. So I guess he likes it more, but I have never been the biggest fan. I do feel like I want to give it a rewatch after this figure, and that's saying something, a little bit of a spoiler alert as to how much I do like this figure. It's not without its problems, but I feel like this might be one of the stronger SHF Ultraman releases, so that is a pretty cool thing. So let's stop talking and get into the review. Taking a look at Ginga's articulation, you got the head. That's probably on one of those pegs that all the Ultras come on. The neck joint works really well. Ab joint is pretty spectacular, very smooth. Waist, you can't really get too much on at all. You do have a butterfly joint here, and that one works good. I do dig this butterfly joint, works better than some of the other Ultras I've dealt with. This shoulder pad does move a little bit. It's on a little hinge there, and then you got a hinge swivel. Otherwise, you're still getting a little bit hindered here, for sure. Got a little bit of a upper bicep swivel there, double jointed elbow, hinge swivel at the wrists. The articulation in the legs, you gotta kind of finagle it a little bit to move him outwards. Kicks pretty decently forward, not really much in the back. There's a weird thing that's going on here, though, in this one. The way the butt comes down a little bit, I think is hindering some of this. You gotta move it. This whole hip, actually, hinders it a little bit. It's weird. Rotation in here, the thigh. Double jointed knee works good. And then you got a little rocking action, hinge at the foot. And you got a toe hinge, which is very, very tight on this foot. So, I don't know. Let's try this one. Very tight. Like it doesn't want to happen. So, that's kind of wasteful. I don't know what's up with that. Might have to heat it up. Feels like it's going to break on me, though. So, that's a little bit of a bummer. But taking a look at Ginga in full, it's actually really nice. Like, first off, proportions look good. Nothing really to say about that. Maybe his arms look a tad small in comparison to his head. Yeah, actually, I could say that. If you took away these shoulder pads, it'd probably look a little odd, honestly. But I think it's a nice color scheme, and I gotta say, I don't really say that a lot about Ginga. I think it turned out well. And it's mostly because I wasn't the biggest fan of the show. I know the second run is a little bit better, but yeah, that first one with all the spark dolls and stuff, I don't know. I don't know. The head sculpt is very nice. We're talking about the toy, though. It is very nice. It is. I love that blue, how it looks on here. It's really cool. The eyes done in the translucent yellow is very nice. I love the ears in blue. It's just a nice look, you know? And I wasn't that big of a fan, but as a toy, it looks really cool. And then you got that translucent blue here, which kind of mimics that blue, but it's a little bit different. You do get the translucent blue here on the sides on the gauntlets. Very nice. So you got the blue color timer there. All the silver is looking rather decent. There might be a slight mess up there. It's like very slight and a little slight there. But again, very slight. The back is cool. Nice design. I do like the back. You get this translucent blue here again on the legs. And that just looks sweet, guys. I really like it. Whether it's here or there. It's just very, very nice. A really cool look for sure. I do have an errant piece of blue paint right there. See that? Yeah. But overall, I think the look and design of Ginga is translated pretty nicely here as an action figure. I really like it a lot. I gotta say, I do. It's very, very cool. For accessories, Ginga comes with his red color timer. It's kind of pink, actually. Pretty nice. Aww. You got a few pairs of hands here. You got holding hands. You got the, splayed out, karate chop hands, and the open hands. Very simple, standard Figuarts Ultraman type hands. For his weapons, first we got the Ginga cross shot here, which is a very, very nice beam weapon. Look at all the, little beams all firing all at once, basically, and they're coming out of this thing here. It's pretty cool. Very nicely done. I like how it's frosted. It's really cool. Very shiny blue, but then it's clear. It's cool. It's a good one. I really like it. For that, take off his hand here. I'm going to put it in here. Be careful. These are, ouch, really sharp. Dopey. There we go. Now he could, you'd want to maybe change out this hand. If I could just grab the other hand here. Put out. There we go. I should have cut. I'm sorry, guys. Should have cut it. There you have it. You could do one of those. And last but definitely not least, we got the Ginga Spark Lance. This is a pretty cool, spear weapon. Energy spear done in blue translucent plastic. Very nice sculpt. I do like it. I think it's very, very cool. Put it in his hand. I did change out here. Let's see if it wants to go in. There we go. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. I really, really dig that. Very, very nicely done. A really, really cool weapon. And it just goes with all the blue here. I love this. I really do. For your size comparisons, here he is with the Ultraman Gingman. Gingman? For your size comparisons, here he is with the Ultraman Gridman, the Figma SSS Gridman, the Netflix Ultraman, Robot Spirits Gypsy Avenger, SH Monster Arts Mothra Larva, the DX Skull Gamora, the recently reviewed Shibito Zoiger, Jeed Mega Master, the awesome Jeed Magnificent, Ginga's Pal Ultraman Victory, and let's end off with the more budget Ginga from the Ultra Action figure line from Bandai as well. I'll give you a little look-see if you went with this, what you're missing out on with this one. They're both really nice. I did like this figure a lot. But you see you get a lot more detail and slightly different colors here on the SHF. It's giving you an up and down. Not doing a full comparison, but you can see this detail is missing. They are marked, so if you ever want to do some painting, they are there. But, this costs you like $15, and this costs you like $50, I guess. That's a big difference, so you got to put that in perspective. You do get a decent amount of articulation here. You get a lot more articulation here, so, it's variable. But I figure, if I do have the figures, I might as well show them to you, because I am getting all this line completely as well, because they're cheap, they're cool. I could give them to Ultrazilla Jr., and yeah, they're fine. And they fill in the gaps if you're missing figures, like this was my Ginga, now this is my Ginga. And my final thoughts, I think this is a really good release in the SH Figuarts Ultraman line. One of the better ones. Very nice accessories, the figure looks good. I mean, there's a couple slight missteps with the paint not going in the lines, but it's slight. It's like you really have to search for that stuff to really think it's bad. Otherwise, it is a rather nice figure. The blues just pop on this guy. It is super cool. I really dig what they did with this one. And like I've said, I'm just not the biggest Ginga fan, yet I do like this figure a whole lot. So all in all, a surprisingly satisfying release for me, just because I've just never been the biggest fan of Ginga, and now I just kind of want to go back and watch more Ginga. You see how that works? Toys making the show, or at least making me want to watch the show. So there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. And if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Go get this figure. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.